Under the bridge, 3. Good morning, B. Martin said. It was early. It was a nice day. The sun was hot, but it wasn't hot under the bridge. He sat down. B smiled. She liked the sun and she liked Martin. She took the book of photographs out of her bag. She wanted to look at the pictures again with her new friend. They looked at the picture of a big house. Did you live there? Martin asked. Perhaps, B said. She started to sing again. Martin listened. Today, B's sign was beautiful. It was a slow love sign. Martin remembered the sign. Perhaps his mother sang it to him. B looked at the dress and yellow shoes. I dreamed about my little girl, she said quietly. She danced, and I sang a song for her. Did she like the song? Martin asked. Yes. Then it went dark again. Her face was at the window. He was unhappy. There were tears on her face. Where was the window in your dream, B? Up there, in the roof. Martin looked across the river. The window was dark, but he looked again. What was that on the window? Yes, there were some letters. Martin took his phone. Quick, she's in the house, in the roof. He watched. Martin and the policeman went into the house quickly. They didn't see a man in the garden, but we did. The man came out of a window and then went across the garden. His leg moved quickly. His face was red. He came under Bree's bridge, but he didn't see Bee. She was very quiet. Was this the man? Did this the man take little Emily? Suddenly, Bee had a new feeling. She was angry. This was a very bad man. He took children. A man came near Bee and she put her foot in front of him. He didn't see it, and he went into water. There was a loud noise. The policeman came out of the house and looked at the river. No, the man in the water said. I can't swim. Good, he said. The policeman took the man from the river. Then they put him in a police car. The policeman took the man away in a police car. Martin came out of the tall house. There was a little girl with him. She had dark hair. She looked across the river at me and smiled. Martin was happy. Emily was at home with her mother and father. The man was at the police station, but Martin wanted to know about me. The bridge wasn't a good place for her. Was there a home for B too? Martin remembered the photographs and her songs. Then he went on his computer and he looked at some old newspapers. Yes, he said, after a lot of work, there was a picture of a famous young woman and a little girl in a yellow dress. The picture in this book. There was a story with the picture. Where was Beatrice? Bill looked up at Martin. Hello, she smiled. How is Emily? Martin sat down. She's well. She says, thank you. The police went into the house and she was in a small room in the roof. She was in the house. We didn't know, but you did. Bee's face went red, and she looked at the river. Bee, Martin said quietly, I know your name. Bee didn't understand. Yes, I'm Bee. Your name is Beatrice, and you were a singer, a good singer. I like singing, Bee said. And you had a family and a daughter. Her name was Grace. Bee said quickly. There was a light in her eyes. Her name was Grace. I remember. There was a car accident. You weren't well. You didn't remember things. Then, one day, you went in your room. Your family looked for you. The police looked for you. But they didn't find you. Bee's head felt very light. She had a family. People loved her. She put her hand on Martin's. I went away. She said quietly, I remember now. Martin felt tears in his eyes. Look, Beatrice. The car stopped near the bridge. A young woman came out. She was tall and beautiful, and her dress was yellow. Mama, she said, and she put out her hand. We looked at the woman, and she had a good, happy feeling. There was love in her eyes. Then she looked at Martin. Thank you, she said, and Bee went away from the bridge, away from her bags. She went to her new life. Martin watched her. No, Bee, he said. Thank you. And he looked at the tall, old house with the dark windows. It was empty again.